Good day, everyone. This is Ajay. This meeting is regarding NIST Publications Cloud Computing. Our project group is number one, and the teammates are me, myself, Ajay Gaud Tegula, and the other teammate is Nagaritika Karnati.
Hello
Cloud
everyone.
computing, cloud computing is the delivery of IT services on demand as pay-per-use model. In cloud computing means different architecture. And the NIST has declared the architecture into five major parts, which are cloud consumer, cloud provider, cloud auditor, cloud broker, and as well as cloud carrier. These parts are mainly divided as such, everyone has their own type of works. When we dive into the architecture model, this is a basic model. As you can see, there is a cloud consumer, a cloud editor, and the cloud provider plays a major part, and also a cloud broker. Though there are only smaller things, everyone has their own defined parts. Let us get into cloud consumer. Cloud consumer is the one who the customers are. As customers are the ones who want to avail the services through the cloud, which are as follows as SaaS, PaaS, and IaaS. These services are given by the provider. As IaaS is the one which gives an virtual architecture, and PaaS is the one where you can develop your own application, and also SaaS is the one where you will use the application which is already being developed. So these are the different delivery models where you can access in the internet. And these delivery models are classified into three parts, which is the basic one is IaaS. Then comes the PaaS as well as the SaaS. And the examples are goes as AWS EC2, Azure, and Google Computing for the IaaS. And for PaaS, it is Azure App Service, and you can use Microsoft Office 365 for SaaS version. And cloud provider. Cloud provider is the one who gives the services to the consumers. And there are many types of providers. And it can be an organization, an entity, or a separate company. And there are also third party cloud providers. But the first one is Amazon Web Services. And it is also well known in nowadays industry. Well, the customers avail services as SaaS, PaaS, and IaaS. And there are also deployment models which are public, private, and hybrid also. And cloud auditor. Cloud auditor is the one which who always monitors each and everything in the cloud, as such as you can come up to the taxes or the contract or anything else. Auditor is the one who always manages and sees over the whole community or the organization. And cloud carrier, there's a similar thing between carrier and also a broker. But the thing is, the carrier is the one who manages the connectivity and transport, which is provided from the provider to the consumer. Whereas broker is the one who manages to build a relationship between provider and the consumer. He brings the consumers to the provider as well as he manages the contracts, performance, uses, and also negotiate the relationship between providers and the consumer. And these are the different services provided from broker: service intermediation, service aggregation, and service attributage. And there is a different relationship between provider and consumer when it comes to the services. As you can see, there is as, PaaS, and SaaS. Most of the service members or the other companies, they want to avail the service depending upon their application. Whereas if you want to build an application on your own and also you want to take an app platform which you want to create, then you avail the service as IaaS, where you only get the virtual thing as your own service. Then you need to build the everything on your own. And PaaS, where he provides platform. We can take an example of Windows. If you have a new laptop, which is and you don't have an OS, if you give the OS and you need to uh, create the application on your own. But from SaaS, you have everything. You will get everything like in Play Store or anything. Microsoft 365, everything is given to you. Just you need to use the application. That's it. And from here on, my group mate Nagaritka will continue.
Hello everyone. Now I'm going to explain about a cloud computing use cases. Next slide. Yeah, cloud computing use case. It describes about the consumer requirements in the cloud computing service, which the service they offer. And now the cloud computing use cases have different use cases like business use case, technical use case, and deployment scenario perspective. Now first business, we see about business use case. Business use case is a public, it produces a publication of offers enterprises a structure for recording use cases, security, as well as system integration. And it also produces a template for documenting use cases. This template collects information about integration with our other systems, security, and network requirements. And it also provides the background information for relevant usage controlling. And the example for business use case is for a cloud first business used by a federal CIO. It supports evolving business processes as a cloud deployments are implemented. Now we shall see about a technical use case. Here in this technical use case, it offers SAJ ACC. It produces a set of use cases for each project, and it has standard technical specifications for its users. And next, it connects technological requirements for commercial projects. Also, it has natural mapping from high level business to its use cases, and it also uses technical and also generic and cross-cutting requirements for consumers. Next, its deployment scenario perspective. It has various scenarios involving cloud contact and like such as centralized versus decentralized implementations. Next, cloud installations with bonds of trust. Next, in this technical use cases is analyzed for deployment models, and also cloud must be interacted with other services, and it consists of different clouds like single and multiple clouds which can access using which is available to access for cloud consumers. Next slide. Now we are going to discuss about the components of a cloud computing reference architecture. These architectural components are providing cloud services like deployment, orchestration, management, security, and privacy. Next, first we are going to see about service deployment model. Here, as we see in the picture, the service deployment model, it consists of different deployment models like private clouds, public, and hybrid clouds. First, the public cloud is a computing resource which is available for general public over a public network like internet and etc. Now, next, the private cloud is managed by cloud consumer or by third party on a hosted organizations. Next, the hybrid cloud is a combination of two or more clouds like on-site and off-site private communities. Yeah, now it's about service orchestration. This service orchestration is a composition of service components to support cloud providers activities in order to provide cloud services. This in this diagram, in this figure, it consists of three layers like service layer and control layer and a resource layer. The layer is used to interface for accessing services for as, PaaS, and SaaS. Next, resource layer is for interfacing of accessing virtualized resources like hypervisors, virtual machines, and virtual storages. Next, physical resource layer is used to interface accessing the physical resources like computers, desks, routers, firewalls. And in this, the physical layer is the lowest layer in the stack. Next. Next, cloud service management. Here, in service management, all the tasks which are required for the administration and operation for cloud customers are requested here, and these are included in the cloud service management. Uh, and it includes all service related functions that are necessary for management, and it can be described in different perspectives like business support, provisioning and configuration, portability and importability. And here in business support, it gives about collection of client facing and process supporting business related services. In portability, the customers are interested to know whether they can move the data across multiple cloud environments within a low cost. Next, here this is a diagram. This is a figure for the cloud service management, which consists of business support, configuration, portability and importability, and these are the functions in the cloud undertake which they undertake. And here the cloud consumers and cloud brokers are available. Next, let us discuss about privacy and security. Here, privacy ensures that a collected personal information that can be used to distinguish, trace user, identify based on personal data, and it also ensures privacy of. Yeah, now it's about privacy. Privacy is like protecting proper, and collection of consistent collection and communication and processing. It ensures that privacy collected uh, personal information that can be used to trace the personal data of an user. Next, it also ensures that a privacy of disposition of personal information and personal identifiable information in the cloud. Next, about security is one that addresses security concerns like authentication, availability, confidentiality and authorization. And it also uses a different service specific perspectives to analyze and implement, such as shared accountability between provider and consumer, impacts as per service model, and impacts as per the deployment model. Also, it has implementations of cloud deployment models and cloud service models. Next.
Thank you, everyone. This is Group 1 signing off.
Thank you, everyone.